What an amazing new day. A 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 new day to get to wake up, to get to strive, to get to achieve, to get to try again, to get to do better than we did yesterday. Good morning to you. Good morning to the grind. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another day to get up and get to have an opportunity to do what we will with it. We got free will, right? Hey, this is the Grindology101 virtual podcast with your guy, KeJohnna Owens. Man, it's all about the work. It's all about the commitment that you said you would give to you and you about what you said you want to do with your life. Talking about the push today. Push through. Persist until something happens. Pushing through the pain, pushing through the adversity, facing the stuff, dealing with the stuff. We talk about it all the time. You get around people that are committed to the situation. It's none of that. I like to be around people committed to the solution, like you. You up this morning, early, looking forward to winning. Hopefully today we get to deliver some impact, some encouragement to you, talk about some current things coming up. If you up right now, man, you're blessed. You already blessed. It's people that wish they had our problems. The problem that you think you have is so powerful. It's so, debilitating. Somebody wish they had it. To somebody, that's cool. To somebody, man, that's nothing. To somebody, man, that's a blessing. You're in a house with a plumbing problem. Some people wish they had a house to have a plumbing problem. You have a car that's not running correctly. Some people wish they had a car to not run correctly. Man cried about having no shoes until he saw the man with no feet. And you keep pushing, you keep digging, you keep striving, you keep going, you stay determined, you stay encouraged. You get around people that empower you with that kind of mentality. When you're tired and there's nobody to your right, there's nobody to your left, and you got to look right in the center of yourself, guess what? You got to find it internally to keep going. You got to find it inside of yourself to keep going. And this is how I find it inside of myself. I just want some things that people said that I couldn't have. And it's kind of simple like that, right? Somebody tells, if you're the kind of person that they tell you, man, you can't do it, or they tell you that you're not qualified, or you put in application after application after application, you steady applying to what you're looking for an approval from them for. When you get tired of that, you're like, I don't need to apply for anything. I need to apply my energy towards what I want. I need to apply my thought process towards where I want to be. I can apply my grind towards the work that it takes to get to where I want to be, to live the kind of life that I want to live. If that's the kind of person that you are, man, you're in the right time. You're in the right time. Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens up on the ground. Persistence. Don't stop. Man, absolutely. Now is the time. When it will be the time, if the time is not now. I'll let that resonate a minute. Let's talk about getting motivated this morning. I got up, I guess it's early to some, because people will say, why? Well, David Goggins said, because you won't. So today, again, talk about that mindset. The mindset to put yourself in a mental state of being that says, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to go through the pain. It's going to hurt anyway. It's going to hurt not to do it. It's going to hurt to do it. And all the things in between, right? So we might as well do it. Let's take, a second to give a shout out to the amazing speakers out there that are making a difference around the world. I'm a follower, Eric Thomas, Steve Harvey, Les Brown, and my guy DL out there in Pasadena. This young man took barbering around the world and teaches how to not to cut hair, but to create a business from the hair business. And he has interpreters explaining to people that can't even understand what he's talking about. I'm telling you, you could take anything to a level that you want to take it to, but you got to do the work. Check out some of the work it's going to take to push through. Persist until something happens. Push yourself past the pain.
A belief is a feeling of absolute certainty. If you want to achieve anything in life, you need to get certain you will achieve it. You must believe in yourself. Beliefs control results because you will never take action towards something you don't believe is possible. You can have all the education in the world. It doesn't matter. If you don't believe you can do it, you will never get it.
Do you think Jordan could have become the greatest if he didn't believe in himself? Not a chance. He would have quit when things got hard. He would have quit when he was cut from his high school basketball team. You think Serena would be the greatest female tennis player in history without belief? Not a chance.
These great athletes, great entrepreneurs, great human beings are great because they believe in themselves. They believe when no one else does. They believe when they are down. They believe when they are at rock bottom. This is my dream, and I will succeed. Maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. There is no doubt in my mind. This goal I have, this dream I have, I will get it. I will. I will. I will. Beliefs control your results because you will never take action towards something you don't believe is possible. In order to succeed, you must believe. In order to believe you're good enough, you must be good enough. If you're not there yet, get to work. Work! 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 Until you get to the place where you know you will make it. No doubt. No doubt. I will make it. I will get it. I will have it.
Work on your weaknesses until they become your strengths. Work on your flaws until they become your fire. Work on your problems until they become your power.
You have to believe that something great can happen. Even if there is no evidence, believe. Even if others say it is impossible, believe. Even when everything is going wrong, believe. Change your belief that you can't to the knowing that you can. Change the belief that there are limitations to the knowing there are none. Change the belief that there isn't a way and push yourself to find your own path, your own answers, your own way. You can't just go off logic. The greatest achievements in the world defy logic. They are born from belief. The greatest achievements did not come from someone who saw what was possible and didn't dare attempt better. The greatest achievements came from those who see what is possible, but still believe they can achieve something impossible.
I don't know of another thing that you can do besides believe. I don't know of another thing that's more powerful than belief. The activating factor to the belief, though, is the action. Faith without works. I always say I'm a babe in the word. Please believe I'm working on some things. I've been some places that no one should go. I've done some things that, man, we should not be doing. And all in the middle of those experiences, I've gotten to a place that, man, I thank God for every single day. Every day. See, I get to broadcast some positivity to the world. I get to get up and feel motivated towards, what I want. I have an amazing business. I have an amazing skill. I go for extraordinary. See, ordinary is available to everyone. Everyone has ordinary available to them. You could go to work on time. You could leave on time. You could do what's asked of you while you're there. That's ordinary. See, the extraordinary, the guy, the lady, the person comes in, does more than ask, gets paid less than what they do. Over time, if you will do more than what you get paid to do, you will get paid more than for what you actually do. Look at every success story that you hear, you see, we buy into, we support, we applaud, we celebrate the amazing strides for success for so many people around the world. We read their books, we buy their programs, we follow them on their social, we are inspired by their lives. If you look into the iceberg of their life, though, there was some work being done. There were some things that they overcame. There's some stories behind the success. There's some tears. There's some blood. There's some sweat. There's some stuff, in everyone's life. And you get to tell your stuff when you overcome it. See, in the middle of it, who wants to hear it? It's like complaining. God, you got this situation. Lord, I'm trying to get this thing together, this bill, or overcome this illness, or whatever we're dealing with. It's some real stuff. But if we're going to lay down and expect for something to change, nothing's going to change. Nobody's coming to rescue you. It's not going to be in the mail. It's not going to change the situation. It's not going to create a solution. It's the deal. See, the situation is now. That's just what it is. The solution is forward. How do we not face the same situation over and over and over and over and over again? How come the same thing is the same thing over and over again without any adjustment to making a difference in what we want to produce for our lives? Man, every day we get to. So for me, here I am sending a message around the world. This is the digital age. This is the time when one of the most powerful time to have a platform to share something valuable to others that may make an impact in someone else's life. And if you're doing that and you're on your way, believe that. Now, there's a lot of people that will ask you, why are you doing it? You signed up to that old weird company, that thing, that multi-level marketing, that whatever they call that thing, that pyramid, what the case is. But here's the deal. You subscribe to the notion that you could produce based on your work ethic. Most people have subscribed that they will produce based on their time. See, if you sell your time, they'll pay you a wage. If you sell production, you'll get paid a fortune. Profits are better than wages. We're going to get back into it. I want to say about this, the mentality it takes, the mentality it takes to get up and grind, to get up and do the like David Goggins, he says, the sucky stuff, the stuff that absolutely, man, who wants to get up in the morning and drive 2 hours one way to work, or an hour one way to work, get ready for an hour, drive an hour back? That's 3 hours out of your day for doing something you didn't want to do, getting paid for what you don't feel is enough to pay you. So you're giving them just enough so they don't fire you, and they're paying you just enough so you don't quit. That's not the life. That's part of life, but that's not the life. Great leader asked that question. I'm gonna keep asking it. I hope it resonates. I hope it gets you, because it just made the whole environment of the class think. Why do they sell $40 million jets, yachts, all of that? You see it on TV all the time, house, whatever the case is. Why do they sell? He said, because people buy them. We just got to be around the people that's buying them, so we get the secrets of how to buy ours. And the only way to get there is to do the work. Check out some of the work it takes. It's a mindset of the grind. And then you get there. Check it out.
There is nothing as powerful as a changed mind. You can change your hair, your clothing, your address, your spouse, your residence. But if you don't change your mind, the same experience will perpetuate itself over and over again, because everything outwardly changed, but nothing inwardly changed.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents.
The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, in this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard. It's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power of pushing through whatever's holding you back and get to the other side of more of your true self. That's what this game's all about.
When you step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you.
If you look at somebody who's really successful and you think, wow, I mean, they're so amazing, they're such a genius, you got to dig underneath and you got to remember something. People are rewarded in public for what they've practiced for years in private.
If you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. How much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. Most of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe. Stop wasting valuable time. If you want something, you have got to be relentless. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative. The power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure. This is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when a man or a woman is in that state of mind in which he or she knows exactly what he or she wants and is fully determined not to quit until they find it. There's greatness in you, and you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. I'm going to harness my will, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. You are unstoppable. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back. Decide that you're going to push yourself. You've got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. And I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
You'll never see me coming.
Get ready for your own financial freedom, time freedom, personal freedom. Listen, financial freedom, it's all available. One thing that came across my plate the other day as we were talking is that why go for ordinary when extraordinary is possible, is just as available. That was really the key. Not just possible, but just as available. So ordinary is the regular stuff. It's ordinary all over the place. It don't even have to be people. It's just ordinary. Ordinary is ordinary. That's ordinary. It's regular. You see it. It's all over the place. It's obtainable to pretty much everyone. Ascension, drive, determination, those other things. Just like, say, you could come in the room and be around the success or the class or whatnot, or you could actually take a seat at the table and get all of the activity of the information and charge forward and be in another category of what it takes to win. When I think back at school, when I was in school, I was kid in the back. I cracked jokes. I mean, the teacher was, doing the teaching and everything else, but I'm in the back, whispering, sitting notes, throwing spitballs. I'm that guy. I've been that guy. That's that's part of the process, though, right? So if you've been around that, you know, and then you've had the ones that they messed up the grading curve. They stayed after school. They came early. They asked the teacher for help. When the teachers had said, do you have questions? They would have a question. They didn't get it. They asked how to get it. How do I? And we call them nerds. Well, I was an old jock, so I got to tell my part of the story. So, I wasn't going to subscribe to the work that it took to really, excel. I was good enough to get through. I was good enough, slick enough, smooth enough, all those kind of things to wiggle on through and be ordinary. Where I was extraordinary is where I applied my passion. And if you see it within yourself, there are things that you do that are extraordinary. There are things that you have within you that you could do. It doesn't take much for you. You could grasp it. You could look at that car engine and you could figure that out. That's extraordinary. There's not a lot of people that can do that, but we don't give ourselves credit for that most of the time. It's something that's ordinary to you, but extraordinary to the world. Why accept it as ordinary? Step into that thing. If you communicate, somebody talk all the time. Well, I never really thought about it, but I guess, I have something to say. I communicate well. I'm well read. I used to be kind of ashamed, well, I am well read. I do communicate well. I do like talking to people. Why should I put that on the shelf and be ordinary when extraordinary is just as available? When someone tells you that you have a gift, they won't tell you. I digress. Most people, most times, not most people, just in general, you're not going to get the tap on the back to tell you how good you are, how great you are, how great. It's going to take humility from the person that shares, support of who you are, a belief of what you can do with your life, so they see something in you that you could be and do better. As a coach, as a mentor, those are people in our lives that put value in our lives and sometimes not directly in it. Now, when you realize what you have, what we naturally do, because it's natural to you, so it's easy. Kind of put it back. You don't want to brag. You don't want to boast, and that's human nature, and we should. But why put your diamond in a box behind the shelf, in the drawer, in a sock, and all of those things when that's a diamond? If he gave you that, if he gave you the drive, if he gave you the determination, if he gave you the ability, if he gave you the skill, and you're not applying it, that's shame on you. And I'll expand it. That's shame on us. All of us have been given something very unique. And most times it's so natural that you do it with such ease that it doesn't seem like much. But that's where your breakthrough is. That's where the breakthrough is, when you find what you do, as Steve Harvey, with the least amount of effort, with the most amount of production. You're in your sweet spot. You find yourself doing what you like to do and getting paid to do it. You won't work another day in your life. Man, podcasting is amazing. Promoting businesses is what I love to do. I found myself in an arena where I could do it virtually. I found myself in an arena where I can help people the way I love to help people and connect with people. And guess what? It's not easy. People are the business. And if you're not a people person, it's going to be hard to kind of break through there anyway. So connect with people. Stay driven. Stay focused. Stay passionate. And don't put your blessings on the shelf because you think that because you can do something that most people won't pat you on the back for. That's yours. That's what he gave you. That's what you have. That's what your blessing is. Walk into your blessing. It's all about you. Let's give a shout out to some of these partners in success this morning. This has been a great morning. I hope that somewhere along the road today that this information impacts someone, changes someone's thought process, changes someone's trajectory towards better, towards more, towards where you want to go. It's going to be hard anyway. You got up, especially for those of us out there dredging, getting up in the morning, getting dressed in the morning, getting in the car, driving across town, doing a job we don't want to do, doing something we don't want to do, going somewhere we don't want to go, around people we don't want to be around, to get something that they said that they would pay us the value that they said that we're worth. We're worth more than that, but we must apply the amount of work to match the level of our faith. So if you believe you're worth $500 an hour, there's people making $5,000 an hour. There are people making some extraordinary incomes on a minute basis. So it's available. Why not walk into it? Who says you can't? You are the lottery ticket. They don't sell them. They don't create them. They just created you. Hey, get out there and get it. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101 virtual podcast with your guy, KeJohnna Owens. Check us out on SuccessExpressMarketing.com. You want to get your business out there. We want to help you do exactly that. Have an amazing day. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the other side of the grind. Have a good one. Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at SuccessExpressMarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
It's the stinger.com. It's the stinger.